Castlevania premiered last year, and the second season just came out this month. In between that time, I've played through 3 Castlevania games, and I still want to play some more. It's exciting to see what the show will take from the games and implement into its story and action. I know it's more based on Castlevania 3's characters, so I should probably play that at some point. Though it is an NES game and its story is quite minimal, it would still be nice to go back and play it. The second season of the show starts off with Trevor, Sypha, and Alucard planning out what to do and how to get to Dracula's castle. While in the meantime at Dracula's castle, he and his forces are planning to destroy the human race. It may sound simple as a premise, but with the characters that are introduced into this season and the further development of the protagonist and Dracula, it actually becomes quite an intriguing story. Dracula has 2 humans loyal to him as Forge Masters, Hector and Isaac. Forge Masters, from what I understand based on what the show implies, make monsters out of the dead. And there are a few familiar monsters that appear. It was exciting to see them and think, hey, I fought those guys in the games. I'm not sure how Hector and Isaac are compared to the games, I just know that they are from Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Carmilla is another character introduced in this season, and I know she appears in a few of the games as a recurring boss. They made her into a very interesting and devious character. The interactions in the antagonist side of the story can feel very much like Game of Thrones of all things. Seeing these characters plot and sometimes squabble can be really fun to watch. We also get to see a lot more of Dracula, and he's made into a very sympathetic villain, but at the same time, very intimidating.
Are you going to continue questioning me? Are you going to fight me, little Godbrand? No. Then why are you still here, making your little noises? Get out before I slit you up the middle and bite out your heart.
On the other side, with the protagonists, it doesn't feel quite as tense as the interactions of the bad guys. These 3 are getting to know each other better, and they're actually becoming quite good friends. I really love how much they joke around and tease each other.
I'm disturbed to find that I had more of a childhood than you did.
And your dad's fucking Dracula.
What?
A lot of this season may feel a little slow, especially in the middle, but it's that build-up with the character dialogue and getting to know them better that leads to a very satisfying conclusion. Episode 7 is where it all comes to a head, and I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it yet. If you have played some of the games, you know there is a certain recurring song, and the way they use it here is fantastic. I was so hyped when I heard it. I'm glad they did something like that, because one criticism of the first season is that they didn't really utilize the music from the games that much. The action sequences are also really great. Like I said before, there are some familiar monsters as well as weapons and even moves from the games that fans might recognize. It's really amazing how well they implemented that kind of spirit from the games into the show. Overall, it may drag a bit in the middle, but the payoff in the end is totally worth it, and I can't wait to see what they do with the 3rd season. So if you have seen Season 2 of Castlevania, tell me down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to